gotta tell you, I'm extremely excited to be here. It's a wonderful day for me and my family. The connection that I do have with UMass and my wife in the area, like Ryan said, it just all added up, and it's a wonderful opportunity for me, and I'm very excited. I want to start with some thank yous first. Chancellor, you've been outstanding. You know, when they were basically recruited me to come here, to have the Chancellor and Ryan and their persistence and how they were able to sell this place, it became an easy decision. So thank you very much. The leadership here is impressive and outstanding, and that's a big factor in my decision. So thank you. As Ryan mentioned, Jack Arena is a very good friend and a great hockey person, and he was very influential. He was the first person who came to me and said, Carvel, this is a home run, and you're the guy. They just need the guy. And so that was a big part of it. Toot Cahoon was outstanding. I spoke with Toot a couple of times, and Toot's good friends with Joe Marsh, who was my greatest mentor. And between the two of those guys, very influential. Toot's a tremendous man, and I hope to be able to imprint on this program like Toot did, and I'm going to do everything I can to pull him back in and utilize him. He's a tremendous person. Great respect for him. I need to thank people at St. Lawrence for many reasons. President Fox, the athletic director Bob DeRocher. I mentioned Joe Marsh, who simply my greatest mentor. He took me under his wing as a 14-year-old. I also grew up in Canton, and he, the stories I have with him and what he's done for me, is just, I cannot thank him enough. And finally, my family, my parents, my wife, for her unselfish support in every decision I've ever made in hockey. But we made the right ones, and it's led us here today. So those are my thank yous. I got a call from Ryan about 10 days ago, and I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't unhappy where I was. As I said, I grew up in Canton. I played at St. Lawrence. I captained the team. I went away. I came back, and I took over for Joe Marsh. And in 4 years, we took a team that was in the bottom of the league, and in 3 years, we pushed it to the top of the league. And so I was fully invested and very proud of what we did, and my staff, and what the university did to support me. So when Ryan first offered me the job, it was a very difficult decision. But every decision I've made in hockey has been about challenging myself. And I first challenged myself by leaving the East Coast and going out to Anaheim and coaching, working in the NHL. And I had a great position there. I worked with Mike Babcock and learned a tremendous amount. I then was offered the opportunity to move to Ottawa, and I wanted the challenge of coaching in a major Canadian city. And I helped take that team to the Stanley Cup Finals. I went back to St. Lawrence because I wanted the challenge of being a head coach and seeing what I could do to build not just a hockey program, but to build something special that included everybody, not just the players, but their parents, the fans, the community, the alumni. And so that was a great challenge for me, and I absolutely loved every minute of it. It was a lot of work, but I had a pleasure meeting with the players last night, and I told them, you're going to hear from me more than anything else. You get what you deserve. And I feel like at St. Lawrence, we were getting what we deserved. So, but as time went on, and I didn't speak to a lot of people because, like Ryan, I didn't want this to be known that I was, investigating and very much interested in the position. Everybody who I spoke to just said the exact same thing. They're like, everything's there at UMass to be successful. And as the emotion of moving away from St. Lawrence faded, my excitement grows and grows and grows. And from the second I told Ryan, yes, I want to come, I've been on cloud nine. I'm ecstatic about this. Ryan described me pretty well as a coach. And I think if you ask anybody, it's been pretty consistent. I consider myself a very passionate coach and ambitious at the same time. Very strong work ethic. My preparation is second to none. Attention to detail. My teams, like Ryan said, we play with a purpose. We play hard. we play right. And that, for me, at St. Lawrence was as important as wins and losses. I wanted to be respected. I told my players we need to command respect. You don't demand it, you command it. And I felt the last 2 years we had teams that commanded respect. We were a small resource school, you know, but we worked our way up to the top of the league with teams with much bigger resources than we had. And I'm very proud of what we did. The other thing I think, you know, Ryan touched on this too, the ability to build. And I take great pride in that. And I'm not just a hockey coach. I'm a guy who I feel I base everything on communication and connection. And some of these kids are going to go on and be very good NHL professional hockey players. But what we do here, there's a much bigger purpose. Like, this is the best 4 years of their life, and they need to have a coach who recognizes that, who wants to be an important part of that experience. And I worked in pro hockey for a long time, always knowing that I wanted to be here. I had to build a resume so someone would be like, oh, I'll talk to this guy who's worked in the NHL. But I always wanted to be right here, right now, and I wanted to do it at a place where I thought I could make a big, big splash. And this is obviously the right place at the right time for me. I will work very hard to build this hockey team, but I will work just as hard to connect the student body to the team, the town, the alumni, and anybody in the state of Massachusetts who's a hockey fan, make them realize what goes on here. And you know, so one thing about me is I'm inclusive, I'm available. That's what I am, and I believe strongly that that's what made us a good hockey team at St. Lawrence. So again, it's a tremendous opportunity. I know there's just about anybody else in college hockey would want this job, and I feel very, very honored. Very, very honored, and I'm very excited again for the leadership here. And this is my next challenge, and I can't wait to jump into it. So thank you very much.